Welcome! You've clicked on a video about float therapy, so I assume that you're looking for ways to reduce stress or have a relaxing, enjoyable experience. Therefore, I am using my Namaste voice for this video. In this video, I will talk about what float therapy is, the benefits, I'll take you on a session with me, and also share my thoughts and opinions. So what is float therapy? Float therapy is also known as sensory deprivation. It provides an environment that is completely silent and dark if you'd like it to be, and you just float weightlessly on a pool of Epsom salt water for about an hour or more if you'd like. So what are the benefits of float therapy? It is a great meditation process because you are decluttering your mind from the sensory rape in the city. You're alone with your thoughts. You can try and empty your mind if you want. Some people go in with an intention or a problem to solve, and it helps you to focus and become creative to find a solution. The physical benefits are because you are in a pool of Epsom salt water. It actually helps to reduce any chronic pain or joint stiffness, soreness. It's deflammatory. It's great for your skin. It makes it very smooth. Some people ask if you go pruny after being in there for an hour. Actually, I feel more plump. It conditions your hair, and it reduces a lot of stiffness and soreness in your body. It doesn't cure any chronic pain, but it actually helps to reduce the pain. Some people have psychedelic experiences. I haven't had that yet on the couple of times I've been, because you're in actually between your dream state and your awake state. You're in between being asleep and awake, and your mind is so relaxed that it goes and roam and imagine things. People describe it like you're on drugs, like you see stars, you hear voices. I haven't had that, but some people do. Yeah. So some people might say, oh, that sounds really scary. It might really freak me out. So I'm about to take you on a session with me so you could judge for yourself and see what it's like. For me, I find it super relaxing, but you could judge for yourself. So before you book a session, do take note that you shouldn't float if you had a new tattoo, if you have any open wounds because it really stings, if you just dyed your hair, make sure the color washes out before you go, and fourth, if you're on your period because it's not an actual wound. So now that you've decided to book an appointment, before you go, make sure you don't drink so much caffeine or alcohol or be absolutely hungover. Have a light meal because you don't want to be too full, but also not hungry, because if it starts making noise, it is really loud in the pod. It will be like, trust me, that happened to me. So once you get there, try and go about 20 to 30 minutes before your session. So during this time, you'll remove your makeup and contacts if you need to. You'll change into your swimsuit or go naked if you want. Have a shower and try and really take this time to calm down and relax before going in, so you can really make the most out of your time inside the pod. So once you're ready for your float, you will hop into the pod. There's music playing at Float On in our spa for the first 10 minutes, which fades out. And the lights on the outside are motion activated, so once you hop into the pod, it will turn off by itself. So once you're in the pod, there is still a light inside, and what you could do is you could choose to turn off the light and close the pod lid if you want. I would suggest to do it right away if you feel like you're comfortable, but if not, you can experiment with both things at your own pace. There is a red button if you need help with anything. It's the panic button, but the green light is for the light. And once you're ready, all you literally do is sit back and relax, because the salt water will just push your body up and you will just float. Your head will just float. If you feel a little bit of straining in your neck, you could use the halo they have and put it on the back of your head, and you literally just float there for the hour and be alone with your thoughts and the galaxy or the beach, whatever you're imagining. So for me, it's a bit harder for me to calm down, so I was trying to focus on my breathing. And if you have any thoughts, if you can't deal with it right away in the pod, probably just try and forget about it and focus on happy thoughts. Maybe visualize a little bit, focus on your goals, or you just breathe and relax. It's up to you. So when you're floating in the water, because the temperature is around human body temperature, sometimes you don't even feel it's there. And this replicates the womb and an anti-gravity feeling, so that your joints and muscles are relaxed. And it feels like you're just floating in midair, kind of. So if the salt water gets in your eye at any point, they do have a spray bottle and a towel at the handle, which you can with. When the session is over, they'll start fading in some really nice music to wake you up, and you just get dressed and you go outside. Do note that you may have salt all over you. Oh, you do need a shower afterwards. And even though we're wearing earbuds at the beginning, I do notice there were lots of salt in my ear afterwards. So have a shower, and then you just get dressed and then go back outside to the real world. So what they recommend is afterwards you don't do anything stressful, just relax and be pleasant. I do feel a lot more calm afterwards. So I really enjoy float therapy, and I just want to share my experience and how I got into it for some perspective. So the other day I was out and someone came out of the lift and was like, "Your face looks familiar." And I assumed it was because of the Torn parody video, but turns out he saw the promotional video for Float on Hong Kong, the spa here. And my friend was like, "Yeah, she promoting some giant ass bathtub." So my first experience in float therapy was actually during the shoot. So I wasn't completely relaxed because I was following instructions and doing movements. So, it tells you where you could put your arms, how to put earbuds in, those kind of things. But at the end of the day, because I spent hours in the pod, and at the end of the day, I was supposed to do a few lines. That was day one. And she was like, "Do you know your lines, or we could do it next time?" And I was thinking, I know the lines, but I was just so relaxed. My body and mind was just my mind was kind of blank and my body felt kind of just loose, and I was ready to go to sleep. And so we did it another day instead. But that was from me being in the pod, but I wasn't even completely relaxed yet. I was doing things in the pod, and so I was really looking forward to the next session, to my first session where I actually get to relax in the pod. And what I recommend is, for the first time, because I also was afraid that I was going to be claustrophobic, so I took a while to actually switch off the light, and I took a while to actually pull down the lid. Because that happened maybe over 15-20 minutes, I waited a bit and then do it. So it really cut into my session, and maybe I only had about 20 to 30 minutes of complete relaxation in the pod. So what I recommend is, if you're not that claustrophobic, decide sooner if you want to switch off the lights and pull the lid down so that you can make the most out of your session. So I did that the first time. It took me a while, but the second time I just did it right away. I'm like, I know I'm comfortable with it. I'll switch out the light and pull the lid down, because there's also aircon flowing in as well. So I wanted to maintain the temperature of the water, which is the human body temperature. So I was like, I'll do it right away. And I got the most out of that hour. And it's super relaxing because I love being in the shower for a long time, and I love being in the bath. And, you know, even if we have bathtubs at home, they're kind of tiny, right? So to be able to just completely relax and float like that and not worry about drowning or waves or whatever, it was so comfortable. I enjoyed it so much personally, and I would definitely go again, but we will have to wait until after COVID calms down a little bit. So what I have on this video was from weeks ago, actually, before, when we had 0 cases in Hong Kong. So I would love to go back again. It's super relaxing. I would like to, for myself, learn how to tune my thoughts, like either focus on a goal or visualize, or learn how to meditate and really declutter my mind. But I totally recommend it for everyone. I still haven't actually seen the videos. Some of you might think, you know, can I just do this in my bathtub? I mean, if you have a bathtub that's big enough for you to lay on your back and spread your legs and arms out, sure, you lucky bastard. I personally totally recommend this therapy for anyone who wants to relax, especially people who live in Hong Kong, because we're just totally stressed. I mean, everyone is stressed right now. It's 2020. Yeah, so if there's anything else you'd like me to try out here in Hong Kong, let me know. I'm not saying I'll definitely do it. I might if I like it, but let me know in the comments below. And remember to subscribe, hit that bell, ding dong.